You want to take an abortion call?
I guess.
All right.
Is it?
Rethinking abortion and pro-life. Why is the current pro-life movement? Why the current pro-life movement doesn't make sense? Oh, you're pro-choice, and you'd like to talk about why pro-life isn't logical. Hi, Joe in Canada. You're on with Jenna and Jim.
Oh, hi. Hey, guys. Jenna and Jim, thank you so much for taking my call.
Yeah. Let's try to make it
how are you
quick,
guys
though,
doing?
because we're trying to keep it about woo.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So basically for me, I've been really thinking about like abortion and pro-life, because I've been studying a lot of the political ramifications of it, the left-wing position, the right-wing position. I'm a theist, by the way. And I've just come to the conclusion the pro-life movement as it stands now, it doesn't make much sense to me. And I was hoping that maybe we can discuss it and figure out why it is that some theistic, or I would say this, some theists think that it does, when I feel like as a theist, I don't think it makes much sense.
So I'd like to find out from you where, if you're a theist and you're changing to be pro-choice, which I actually did too, how do you justify that in your mind?
Sure, I can say that. So, firstly, with pro-life, I feel like we got to rethink the concept. Pro-life, in my opinion, should mean promoting the well-being of the lives of everyone. So the baby, the mother, other people that may be impacted by it. So for me, it makes no sense to me when many right-wing conservatives advocate for anti-abortion, but then they oppose welfare or government assistance for the woman if they were to have a baby. Because that's not promoting the life of the mother or the baby after the baby is born. The way I see it is, it's like trying to force the woman to have a baby, but then they'll put her in a horrible situation by withholding essential resources that the woman will need to take care of that baby.
Interesting.
And many times, a woman does not feel ready to have a baby because she's not in a financial position to do so. So it doesn't make sense to tell a woman, you have to have that baby, and then when it's born, okay, good luck, now you're on your own. It really doesn't make that much sense to me, you know? So pro-life should be in the life of everybody.
Have you looked at this from the point of view of whether or not someone has a right to control their own body?
Yes, actually. I was going to tell you that. I was going to go to that next, actually. I took some notes, if that's okay. So for me, so as it stands right now, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So as it stands right now, the process of giving birth is it's a biological consequence that the woman suffers. So she should have the ultimate say about that. Having said that, though,
it's not that the woman suffers. It's that it's the woman's body that the child has to use in order to survive until it can be born.
Right. Even if it was fun, it would still be our decision.
Right.
Well, yeah, for sure. So I guess the way I see it is the woman should obviously have the final say, and she has the right to dictate what goes on inside her. I guess the way I was thinking about it is, say, if I, if my girlfriend and I, were to have sex and she used to get pregnant, and she told me, listen, I don't feel like I'm very concerned about our ability to support the baby. I'm thinking about abortion, and if I really wanted to have that baby or have that child, maybe I would ask her, okay, I know you feel that way. It is your choice, but I really want to. I would really love to have that child. So how could is there any way to make it work?
The only way to make it work is to find a way to transplant the child into either a willing woman or some sort of artificial birthing system that is, and that process would have to be acceptable to the woman. That'd be the only way that it would work, right? Because what the man wants doesn't make any difference.
Right. You're just kind of out of luck at that point. I'm
and that's
curious,
science fiction at the moment.
I'm curious if do you believe in a religion along with your theism? Do you believe? Can I ask what religion you are?
Yes, I do. Yes, I'm Muslim.
Okay, so then The Islam is against abortion, correct?
See, I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I have to do my own research about that. It's something that I don't know personally, because there's a lot of like disputes, like scholarly disputes about that. So I guess the way I can say it myself is I don't know. I haven't looked into it myself.
Yeah.
So do you take other teachings from this religion that is not very clear?
Well, I guess the way I said is there's some things in our religion that is clear, and there's other things that are not as clear, are pretty ambiguous.
So how?
So if I can give some examples.
Sure.
Oh. Sure. Like, so for example, so one thing I tend to think of is that if something is a sin in my religion, I can't dictate that to somebody who doesn't believe in my religion. So in my example, it's a sin for me to drink alcohol in my religion, but I can't tell you that you can't drink alcohol because you don't follow my religion,
So how do you determine
it's a sin in my religion?
So when your religion tells you that you can't drink alcohol, and your religion is also vague on whether or not you should terminate a pregnancy or not be allowed to terminate a pregnancy, to me, those are much like the pregnancy is a much bigger deal than you being allowed to drink alcohol. I wonder why you would follow this religion that is more vague on some of the more important teachings that you should be taking from it. Why would you accept that you can't drink alcohol and also accept that the rules are unclear about other things? And so how can you know that anything that comes from it is reliable?
Well, I guess it's a matter of like the way we kind of draw our teachings is, and again, I'm saying that as a Muslim, the way we draw it is what's said explicitly, like in the Quran, the holy book, and the Hadith, the saying of the Prophet. And he does speak about some things very clearly, and other things are not as mentioned. So I know with some scholarly opinions, some scholars say it is like abortion is completely like you're against it completely, like it's not allowed. Others say that it is allowed, like under certain circumstances. And some say, I believe 40 days or so, like up to a certain period, they believe that the life doesn't have sentience, so a woman can go forward with it. I guess for me, those may be perspectives in my religion, but again, I myself am undecided. I'm just really thinking. I guess the way I was going about it, I was very critical of the pro-life movement and what it's trying to do. And I feel like that doesn't help the woman, that doesn't help the baby, that doesn't help anybody. And in some ways, it even harms the woman. And
I understand, and I actually appreciate that you're evaluating this and that you're questioning your beliefs. I realize that you didn't necessarily call to talk about your belief in a God. You wanted to talk about your change from being pro-life, but I'm confused as to how you can justify that, how you can justify kind of being a cafeteria Muslim, as my family would put it.
A cafeteria. You know what, Jenna, that's very interesting. I guess the ultimate answer for me is I don't know. I guess right now I'm currently in a bit of a crisis of faith. I guess
sorry.
I can say right now is like I call myself like a non-practicing Muslim. That's kind of what I call myself now.
Okay.
I still believe in some of the tenets, but I'm pretty far away from it. So I'm actually at that period where I'm, evaluating my beliefs and seeing what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And this is one of the things that really didn't make sense to me, this whole pro-life thing. So you know what? I actually don't know. That's the honest answer. And I guess I'm still in the process of finding out what religion will play a role for me, or if it will at all in the future.
Awesome. Thank you. So I wonder if it's okay with you if we leave it there. If you could please, I love that you're being honest with us and that you're saying that you don't know where you stand on that. I would encourage you to try to find out where you do stand. I'm not going to tell you where to go or what to do about it. But I'd really like for you to call back and tell us where you go with this.
Yeah, for sure. I love how you guys talked about recovering from religion. So I did call them a couple of times. I'm not necessarily saying that, like, this means I will not be religious or I may come back to religion, but I will definitely be rethinking many of my positions that I currently hold.
I'm
Awesome.
very happy for you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Joe. Good luck.